A comediante Chelsea Handler gerou polêmica no Critics' Choice Awards 2025 ao fazer uma piada sobre Ariana Grande e Ethan Slater. O casal, que esteve presente na premiação, foi alvo de um comentário que não agradou o público. Durante seu discurso na cerimônia realizada no Bar Kerangar, em Santa Mônica, Califórnia, na sexta-feira, 7 de fevereiro, Handler mencionou algumas celebridades que começaram suas carreiras na infância, incluindo Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez e Ariana Grande. No entanto, foi sua piada seguinte que gerou desconforto. E agora, Ariana até encontrou amor com um Mushin, brincou a apresentadora, referindo-se ao papel de Slater como Bot, um dos personagens de Mushin Lana no filme Wicked. A reação do público foi morna, com poucos risos em resposta à provocação. Tentando amenizar a situação, Handler complementou: "Essas são boas notícias, pessoal." Ariana Grande e Ethan Slater se conheceram no set de Wicked em 2023 e mantêm um relacionamento discreto. A cantora foi casada anteriormente com Dalton Gones, de quem se divorciou em março de 2024. Já Slater, que tem um filho pequeno, finalizou seu divórcio com Lily J em setembro do mesmo ano. Handler seguiu seu discurso elogiando Cynthia Erivo, estrela de Wicked, destacando seu impacto na produção. No entanto, antes de encerrar, fez mais uma piada comparando a turnê de imprensa de Erivo e Grande com uma experiência com drogas, os dois um em cima do outro. "Lembro da primeira vez que fiz mole." Na premiação, Wicked conquistou 3 prêmios: melhor diretor para John M. Chu, melhor design de produção para Nathan Crowley e Lee Sandares, e melhor figurino para Paul Tazevel. Apesar das indicações, o longa perdeu a categoria de melhor filme para Nora, enquanto Demi Moore e Zoe Saldana levaram os prêmios de melhor atriz e melhor atriz coadjuvante, respectivamente.
Returning as your host for the 3rd year in a row, please welcome Chelsea Handler.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 30th Annual Critics' Choice Awards. I am your DEI host, Chelsea Handler. I want to acknowledge that we've been through a lot lately, not just here in Los Angeles, but our entire country. Waking up every day, not knowing what news we are going to hear that will disappoint or horrify us. So it is important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's why I want to personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Thank you for providing us with that distraction. I'm grateful. I think we're all grateful, and I think we're good. I think everybody in this room, no matter whose side you're on, we can all agree to accept that there's probably not going to be a sequel. It ends with us, guys. I'm so thrilled to be here with all of you. This is my 3rd time hosting. Which makes it my 2nd longest relationship. My first being with the former head of this very network. Shout out to Ted Harbert. That was back when it was still cool to sleep with your boss. Not so cool anymore. I spent 7 years on this network, and during that time, I was the only woman hosting a late-night show. And now, 11 years later, look how far we've come. In 2025, the easiest way to get a late-night talk show as a woman is to have the creators of Hacks write a fictional story about it. Some of you may be wondering what's going on here. I have a PICC line in my arm, and no, I'm not on the substance. Sydney Sweeney is not about to climb out of my back. The true story is, it turns out St. Denis Medical is not a real hospital. But David Alan Grier does give one hell of a pap smear. Heads up. In the spirit of making tonight a celebration, I want you all to know that you are in good hands. Because if there's one thing I can assure you of, it's that I am very professional when it comes to having a good time. I've been doing it for as long as Demi Moore has been acting, and like her, I too hope to receive an award for it finally. Plus, these could be the end of times. So drink up, everybody. If you're sober, now's the time to let that go. So instead, we're going to spend the night celebrating all the love and success in this room. It is so nice to see some of our most beloved child stars all grown up and thriving. Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and Ariana Grande are all nominated tonight. And now Ariana has even found love with a munchkin. That's good news, everybody. And it wasn't just the young actresses killing it this year. We even had a 95-year-old female action star, June Squibb. How cool is that? Yeah. From Ariana to June, I mean, wow. This year, to succeed, you had to either survive Nickelodeon or World War II. I saw that documentary, and Nickelodeon looked harder. It was truly a stellar year for women of all ages, reaching new heights in career-defining roles. Pam Anderson, Marianne Jean-Baptiste, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jean Smart, Demi Moore, Nicole Kidman. And then there was Cynthia Erivo. My God. The most radical hero of any movie this year, or maybe even this decade. And not because you were green, because you were and you are epic. And it is an honor to be in the same room with you. I loved the Wicked press tour, the two of them all over each other. I remember the first time I did Molly. Wicked received 11 nominations this year. As did Conclave. Ray Fiennes, don't think I'm not going to talk about you. You've played a ruthless Nazi, evil Lord Voldemort, and now a celibate cardinal, and somehow made me want to have sex with you in all three roles. You've made I am not alone. You've made some truly unsexy people very sexy. So I'm begging you, please never play Vladimir Putin. I can't do that again. My other takeaway from Conclave is you bitches really love to gossip. And the cast of Wicked weren't the only ones singing this year. There were so many incredible musical performances. Zoe Saldana and Emilia Perez. That was beautiful. Sing Sing, which is not a musical, but I thought it would be. And Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl, face down in a carpet. I know it wasn't a musical, but you definitely hit some notes that I've never heard before. But it wasn't only musicals this year. We also had movies for straight people. It was a huge year for biopics, A Complete Unknown about Bob Dylan, Maria about Maria Callas, and Honora about Melania Trump. Speaking of which, Mikey Madison is here tonight. Another young actress crushing it this year. Where is she? Where's Mikey Madison? Oh, she's running late. Well, what a brave performance by her. It really was. That was a wild, wild ride. Russians and prostitutes? Who would have ever connected those dots? Certainly no one in this room. As for TV, 2024 was a banner year. Whether you watched your favorite show on ABC, NBC, Hulu, FX on Hulu, Disney Plus Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus minus Showtime, Tubi, Fubo, Mubi, or Shabuzi. So many great shows. Shogun is the most nominated series tonight. You did a great job, you guys. I love reading my TV. And Janelle James is nominated tonight for Abbott Elementary. Your character, you're so great, Janelle, and so is your character is so incompetent. I'm surprised she hasn't been tapped to run the real Department of Education. Hollywood was on the vanguard of social justice this year. Our country's history of racism was explored in the Nickel Boys. LGBTQ plus rights and issues were explored in Queer. And Netflix fought back against the rising tide of anti-Semitism by having Kristen Bell get penetrated by a sexy rabbi. And while we're talking about incredible TV, I'd be remiss to not mention Colin Farrell. Colin spent 4 hours every day transforming into the Penguin. So now we know how long it takes to make Colin Farrell unfuckable. But honestly, I'd still hit those flippers. On a less personal note, tonight is about all of you. Some of you will win, some of you will lose, and some of you will just be in the background questioning your life choices, like Cheryl Hines at a Senate confirmation hearing. So let's get the show started! Our first presenter is a Nepo baby, and our other presenter is married to a Nepo baby. From the upcoming Netflix series Running Point and the new comedy You Are Cordially Invited, please welcome my two sisters, Kate Hudson and Meredith Hagner.